should take it slow.
Good morning, everybody. Today is gonna be a general video with me. I'm just like feeling in the mood, I'm feeling inspired, and I'm making changes to my room. And I know you guys love like room tours, sorting out things and things like that. So I've woke up today. It is, I don't even know what day it is today. Tuesday. My room has changed a lot. If you've watched my last vlog, you will know that I got a new bed. I've just woken up, hence why it's not made, but this is the reality of the situation. Also, I just wanted to, I don't know if you guys can notice, but I've just had to play with the settings on my camera and I've changed my video quality to really high, or the highest. It wasn't on the highest. I don't know why. I've had this camera for literally about 3 years and I only just noticed. Amazing, brilliant. But hopefully it's a bit better. Anyway, today I've changed my room around. I can even hear a bit more of an echo because I've got more space now, because as I said in my last video, this is an ottoman bed now, so I've managed to declutter loads of stuff that was just hanging around my room that I didn't have room for, and now I've got it all nicely organised underneath the bed. I'm still in my pyjamas, as you can see, my Primark Christmas leggings and my pink fluffy socks. Again, we are looking at the reality of the situation here. I just thought we would, you know, do some decluttering, get ready for the new year. I love a bit of decluttering. I have done the most of it. I'm going to walk you guys through how I've decluttered, what I've done, what changes I've made. So I hope you really enjoy this. Also, I have a mission today, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a go. And that is that I want to transform a section of my room so I can have my filming set up, permanently set up. Now, this is something I've wanted to do and wanted to have for so many years, but my room is small. You know, I'm not complaining. It's probably bigger than a lot of other people's, but it's small for me, and it just is hard to have your ring light and your tripod and everything permanently set up without getting in the way. So what I've done this morning, and I didn't film this because it wouldn't have been entertaining, is, I don't know if you guys remember, if you've watched me for a while or you've seen my room tour, I have always had one of the big massive Mac desktops, and I love it, but it's a big lump. Like, it takes up half my room. It is huge. I have a MacBook that I upgraded to, that I do everything on, I do all my editing on, but there's loads of important stuff on it and it still works really well, so I did not want to sell it. So I have just spent the morning repackaging it and putting it down in our cellar. So I have cleared this space on top of my drawer unit, which is where it was. In an ideal world, I don't want this drawer unit here, like, it is breaking, but it has so much in it. I need this drawer unit. I can't have everything under my bed. It's not realistic to lift up the bed for all the time. But it's fine. So my goal is going to be to try and have a setup on top that's facing outwards, so it can stay up there on the corner and it's not disturbing anything. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but I thought I would just sort of have a little, not really, it's not a vlog, this is kind of like a main video of just decluttering before Christmas and the new year. And just tell you guys how therapeutic it can be. So I'm going to quickly just charge this battery pack because it's flashing at me, have some breakfast, have a shower, and I'll come on back and we can get on organising. So I've had a shower, I didn't have any breakfast in the end. I've just been doing some emails and packaging up some items that I'm selling on eBay. So I've got to do a post office run today and an Hermes delivery run. In my last vlog I did say I was never going to use Hermes again, but I'm just hoping that that was a one-off because, yeah. Anyway, let's start the process of cleaning. I just think it makes such a big difference putting your, straightening out your bed and doing bed up, because it just does. It makes it look so much neater and not puffy and everything. So, okay. I'm just going to start by cleaning this. I've taken all these pictures off. I really don't know what I'm going to do with all of these photos, because I love having photos out, and I just got to the point where I had so many. Oh, let me just get rid of the dust first. Oh, I actually love cleaning, like, especially when it's the new year and Christmas and you know you're going to get loads of new stuff. It's really nice to be able to clean. Also, I'm going to clean my wall because I can see that there is like a dust build-up. I cleaned this bit of my wall when I did my bed, and the difference it made is crazy. So I'm going to quickly go get an antibacterial wipe. I'll be right back. So you do have to be really careful when cleaning wallpaper because you should really wash it. But I'm just going to show you guys, like, you don't even realise how much dirt is on your wallpaper. Like, look at this. So this is a fresh anti-bac wipe. I don't know if you can even see that on camera, but the build up, oh my, ew. How many people clean their walls? I imagine you're sitting there right now thinking, holy crap, I need to clean my wall. I washed it with soap and water, my other one. I have got a wet towel here to wipe off any of the residue. But oh my goodness. Oh, look at that, guys. Because you don't think about cleaning your walls, do you? It's just not something you think gets dirty because it's not a surface, like it's not a flat surface that dust collects on, but clearly it does. I'm gonna go rinse this off in the bathroom and keep doing this over and over. I've just put a little bit of hand soap on there as well at the moment, and then I will wash that off. But yeah, the ideal way to clean wallpaper is just to get some a tiny bit of washing up liquid in some warm water, and make sure you don't saturate the wallpaper. Like, it needs to be like just a little bit damp, but not a lot. Wow. It's so concerning that that is like literally on my wall. Then you need to take a dry towel and you need to dry it down, because if you leave it wet, it could lift the glue. And then, yeah, you're buggered basically, because the wallpaper can start to peel off. So make sure, if nothing else, you dry it. So the wall's all cleaned, and now it's just the mirror top. I get asked about this quite a lot as well, but this is a normal IKEA unit, and then this is a piece of mirror I got cut, so you can't buy the mirror from IKEA or anything. It was custom cut, but there's loads of custom cut mirror places, and obviously it's a really standard size. It was one of the best things I ever did really with furniture, because my other IKEA unit that's white, I got the mirror cut as well, and it's a really nice way to get like mirrored furniture without it costing an arm and a leg, because mirrored furniture does cost a lot of money. So now this section is all really clear and yeah, ready for whatever I'm gonna put on top. Although I am so weird, flat like surfaces with nothing on it really aesthetically please me, or like really odd little things. Like I'd love to just have one candle in the corner. It's crazy because I love buying loads of stuff. Like I love buying ornaments, but then like all those pictures, there's so nice photo frames, but they don't all match, so I want to throw them all away and get new ones. Like it's a very bad stance really, so I don't really know how it works. Like I love plugs that haven't got any plugs in them. That's my wallflower, so I've got that there, and I need to actually get some more juice for it. But I'm so weird, like I love plugs that don't have anything in it, but it's not practical, and like this is not practical. I have space to put something, so I'm going to put something there. So I'm going to try with my camera set up. I need to get it out from under my bed, and let's have a look and see how it goes. Honestly though guys, if you take anything from this video of like tips for the new year, tips for small room storage, honestly, I said it in my last vlog, but get yourself an ottoman bed. This was not even expensive, and it was the best investment I ever made. I will leave a link to this bed specifically down below. I got it from beds.co.uk, but via eBay. Completely brand new, but I always purchase things from eBay if I can, via eBay, because I collect Nectar points, and they were doing a Black Friday cashback offer and stuff. So I will leave the link to this bed. I got it for £130 on Black Friday, just under £130, and that's including delivery. Crazy. Obviously this is not sponsored. It's just, I'm so passionate about it, of how much it's changed my life. It's so flush, it's so neat, it's just really nice. So anyway, I don't know if you probably can't see properly, but underneath has got all these different sections. Again, I get them from IKEA, and I've got different things in there. So I've got all my bedding, thick bedding, what's it called? Dressing gowns in this section, some summer dresses back there, and then back there in the corner is my filming stuff. So that's what I'm going to bring out and try and leave up, so that will even make more room under here. So it's just really nice to know that you've got loads of room. Okay, so I really haven't figured out how I'm going to do this yet, but fingers crossed I can. So this is supposed to be the tripod I have for my ring light, which, yes, as my thought, doesn't even fit and is too big. But thankfully I have this. Now I don't know if it's going to be able to support my ring light, but it's a mini version of it, but it does go pretty wide. If I remember how to use these things. except you break it, then that's no good. So it's like that. So that's pretty secure. Although I don't know, and that goes up like that if I need it a little bit higher, but I'm going to keep it low for now. Now, I just know I'm gonna hate how this looks, like, because look how massive it is. I don't even know if that's gonna fit. Yeah, it will fit. So if I do that like that, but that's fine, so that supports that. I can tilt it a little bit forward. So that means my ring light can stay like that. And that actually looks okay. I'm not too concerned about that. I quite like. Okay, so far so good. I'm trying to find the best angle for you guys. Sorry, so you're on my ottoman bed at the moment. This is just a real fun, just sort of get ready with me sort of video. Like get ready with me for Christmas, decluttering, room sorting, I don't know. Now, I think my tripod is going to be an issue. I think this is going to be too big. I'm wrong, so that's good. That goes in front of that. Fits in there perfectly snug. Oh, I'm so happy. Like that. And then this is ready to plug in. So that's how it's looking so far. Look how compact and in the corner that is. That is exactly what I was going for. And I've still got so much space here. I can have my laptop there. The plan is I've got a cable that connects from my camera that I can plug straight into my laptop. So it means that when I'm sitting there, I haven't got to have this really small viewfinder, and I can change all the settings from my desktop, my laptop. So I can sit, my new goal is to sort of sit here and have my room as my background. So it will be like a permanent setup, and that's kind of what I was going for. That's what I've always wanted. So that'll look good. I've got my mic and camera, which, to be fair, I can just leave out. So this is my trusty mic I've used for many years. My dad actually bought this to me as a little investment, which was lovely. And well, my dad's actually bought me my whole setup. I paid half of the ring light, I think, but I got that ring light when no one had ring lights, so they were more expensive. Like now I've seen ring lights on eBay for literally like, I don't even know, 20, 30 quid, 40 quid. I paid a lot more for that thing because people didn't have it. So my goal for this is I want to get an extension cable that will plug into there and go behind, like the wire will go behind the chest of drawers, so I can just have a little bank of plugs in this setup. Like I'm literally going to put it in the back here. So I can keep this continually plugged in, and I can have my charging ports plugged in there as well. What is going to be great also is this is going to double up as a really good, obviously when I want to take my selfies, I've got my light out already. Here's how we're looking. Ignore the bag because that won't be there. Obviously it's all black, my room's quite white and grey, so yes, but now we can just turn it on and we can get filming, and that's that. So I'm just gonna have a look from back here. Don't get me wrong, it's not the prettiest setup, I'll give you that, but it's functional, and that's what the difference is. So you can come in, and I've got my little setup there. So now I'll put this bed down, I'll put my stuff back and put the bed down and show you. Okay, here we go, ta-da! I'm actually really happy with it. I'm gonna get rid of that black hat at the top there. Can you hear an echo? Because I feel like there's so much more of an echo in this room now. It makes me feel really happy. Like, decluttering your life is one of the best therapies I can ever recommend to anybody. Like, honestly, when I walk into my room now, I feel comfortable, I feel happy. Like, when there's stuff everywhere, and there usually is, there's either washing that needs to be put away, bags from shopping that I need to haul, stuff like camera equipment left out. It's just, you lay in bed and you look at it, and like for me, I'm just such a like doer. I need to get everything needs to be in order. And I just lay in bed and I'm like, I gotta do that, and I gotta do that, and I gotta do that. Now I can lay in bed, and I love hotel aesthetic. So like, that's why I wanted everything to have a place and be very minimal. But then I understand that's not some other people's taste. Some people like homeliness, they like lots of stuff, you know. Like, that's absolutely fine. And I'm such a, well, I'm a bit of a hypocrite for this. Like I said, I love stuff like my windowsill. This used to be filled up with those photographs that I showed you that were in the pile, but now I just want this minimalistic look and very classy look with my candle holders and my Aphrodite thing, which, by the way, don't you guys love this? I'm sure I showed you in a vlog, but it's so classy. I actually found it in a charity shop. And then I've got my crystals here too. Not that I'm massively into crystals, but I like the whole aesthetic. So apparently rose quartz is good to attract love. So we'll see. Hopefully I attract some love. I have this hanging from the ceiling, which I've just realised, is that gonna... You won't see it. You won't see that. It'd be fine. Which this was from Urban Outfitters. I've given that a good, not a wash, but a good clean, because that had collected dust as well. And it's just a really nice place to be. So my goal now is, I've done it. I can now sit here. Obviously, I'll have to adjust the camera appropriately when I first come to film. And then this is going to be my backdrop. But because the camera is now so far away in the corner, this allows me to, if you're a YouTuber or you know how cameras work, I love the bokeh effect, which is where you're in focus and the background is blurry. You can't do this really without depth of field. So unless you have a really big camera lens that's super zoomed in, that's how you get it. I just have the normal 18 to 32mm lens. So the way to get a bokeh effect without having to invest in a big lens, etc., is to zoom in your camera, obviously, as much as you can to then have your face in focus, and then it will defocus the background. So now it's going to be really lovely because this is what you're going to see as the background. You're going to see my vanity, which I take lots of pride in, and you're going to see my mirrors, which then reflect onto the bed, which make the room look a lot bigger than it is. This has literally been my dream setup that I've been meaning to do for a while. Not dream, but my realistic dream setup that I've wanted to do for a while. So decluttered that. So that's what my little mission was today. I've created my little studio corner, which I'm really happy with. But just some other things I want to show you guys of what I've done and decluttered in my room this, like, for the new year and for Christmas. This is my wardrobe here. Now, granted, I have a lot of clothes, and that is how it is. I'm a girl. I love Misguided. I love all the online shops. I love clothes. So I have a lot of clothes. Again, I'm very lucky that we have these sort of built-in wardrobes. It's just essentially a whole part of my room has been cut off. So this side I've got 2 rails. I really recommend colour coordinating all your clothes. This is so, like, honestly, it makes my life so much easier. It's just nice to know, like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, no, it's a black day. Go straight to the black end. Wake up and I'm like, no, I'm going to wear red lips today, so I want to wear red. So I've got a red section. It honestly is a life changer. Of course, I've got all the tops at the top and all my bottoms at the bottom. These are all jeans or nice bottoms. Leggings and stuff just go in the drawers. Casual shorts go in the drawers. And also, if you're not blessed with space like myself, or even less than myself, of course, you should do wardrobe changeovers. So for example, now, of course, it's winter. All my summer stuff, I've bought one of those big, super big, clear tub things, storage tubs. I got them, my one in B&M, I think it was, and it is so, like, they're like 2 for £12, these massive storage things, and I just folded up all my summer clothes, put it in there. I've got one tub that I can bring up, exchange over all my sweaters and thick things and put that in and take the summer stuff out. That's the most practical way to do it. At the end of the day, we've all got one wardrobe, and if you're a girl who likes clothes, then that's the way you're gonna have to do it. Personally then, for myself, of course, I've also got shoe bins here at the bottom. So if I just crouch down, I can show you. I won't pull all these out, but this is just essentially a bin of boots, a bin of like nice, like barely there strappy shoes, a bin of court shoes, and a bin of flat shoes. Again, these are my nice going out shoes. I have my trainers, my gym shoes, and my Ugg boots that are out in our hallway because I use them consistently. This is just for dressing up. And then at the bottom here, I've just got my Giuseppe Zanotti box because that's where my Giuseppe Zanottis are. And then I've got my tracksuits in here. So I've got just like my tracksuit tops and my tracksuit bottoms, and they're just in these bins, which I actually got from Poundland. Again, that was in another vlog where I redid my wardrobe. At the top here, as you can see, I've got my bags, which are just my big bucket tote bags. Within those bucket totes is more bags, so I've made it really space conscious, but yet from the front, of course, it looks a lot nicer because it just looks like 2 bags. And then of course I've got them all lined up on the side so I can see what I've got, and I can just reach these so I can get them. But again, they're not bags that I would use as much. There's this thing here, which I've got all of my scarves on. You can get this at IKEA. I don't know if I would recommend it. I'm still trying to find a solution for scarves. I don't really like that, but that's where I keep my scarves. I then have just a thing here with all my belts hanging off the end. Again, not ideal situation for the belts. I need to figure that one out, but for now, it works. Also at the end here, I have some little mini drawers. So these have got my little mini purses in it. I only have one cap because I'm not a cap person. My nail stuff. One swimsuit, and then that's empty, so there's space for more things. I suppose I could even just put my belts in there, to be honest. In fact, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that after I show you guys around. I've got my television in the middle, my little mini shelf with my one Buddha decoration. I think that's one of my biggest tips as well, is that if you have storage units, use them as much as you can, because then when you've got surface space with like one thing on it, it creates the minimalistic effect without you actually having to be minimalistic. You can still have all your stuff just hidden away in cupboards and drawers. This is my other side of the wardrobe. Now I appreciate a lot of people, my wardrobes are quite unique. But the way I have done this is at the top there is where I keep all my bedding. I've minimalised my bedding as well. I had about 10 sheets of bedding, loads of different ones. My mum has an obsession with bedding, so she always used to buy me ones, like if I go on holiday and come back I'd have fresh bedding. So I purged a lot and gave a lot to charity. I now have just enough that will fit up there, and that's kind of how I'm going to stick with things. Stick up things that will fit up there, and there's a little bit of room under my bed, so if it doesn't fit, it can't stay. End of. All my Victoria's Secret dogs, I love these, I collect them, I'm not going to get rid of them. I know that they're not exactly the most minimalistic thing, but I love them, and at the end of the day, we're being practical. I've also got my giant dog, which is up here because I love looking at it, and then these are storage containers, pretty ones, from HomeSense or TK Maxx. And then again, I've gone for the approach where this is all obviously storage and quite busy, but the middle shelf is where the minimalism is. Obviously those Christmas things wouldn't usually be there, so they won't be there in the new year, but for now that I need them out, so I actually use them. But I just got obviously more mirrored furniture to tie in with the room, which is really nice. It makes it look really, really classy. The one thing that I think is important as well is leveling. So always have things on different levels. It's very aesthetically pleasing rather than having everything like just lined up there, hence why I've used this book to raise things up and etc. I've got this storage box which was in my eBay haul, which is amazing. It's just a beautiful clear storage box with a marble effect, goes with the marble here. It's very nice. My top 3 perfumes at the moment for winter, which are my dark Tom Ford ones. A lovely canvas up there, which again won't be staying. I need to do canvases on my wall, so that's there for now. And this fake plant, again, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but for now it's going to stay there. And also I've brought this lamp into my wardrobe to just introduce some light into it, to give it its own sort of, I don't know, I just think light and lamps just do something for a room. So in the wardrobe it's very different, so that's why I like it. Next one down, again we're being practical. I've got my supplements that I use every single day. I take these, I need them to be out, and I don't like them being out like on my dressing table, so they're going to be in here where I can hide them. All my beautiful perfume bottles stored in this little tray. I have then obviously got my Christmas earrings here, which are just on this little tray I got from Urban Outfitters. Again, they won't be there in the new year. My jewellery box, which I actually use for my everyday jewellery and my nice jewellery, easily accessible. That XOXO again was just putting it there. I probably won't keep it there. Obviously this candle won't be burnt in here because it's not very safe with it being so close to the thing, but for now it's just left out until I finish this one. And I've just put my canvas prints at the back here again. I just needed somewhere to put them, so I'm not massively keen. This looks kind of busy, but it's fine for now until I put them up. Back to these storage bins. I needed this section to be practical, so this is my gym stuff, this is my swim stuff, and that is just miscellaneous stuff. I then have another deep storage bin here that has not much in it, so that's just for random bits that I need to get done. And then here is my costume jewellery, which is in this box here, and then this is my nightgowns and night dresses. So I pull this out on a daily. And then down at the very bottom, because you can't really see it, I need to get another one of these because as you can see it's overflowing. This is my cleaning supplies, this is my posting supplies, and then that is my memory box where I keep things. Ignore this at the moment, I'm obviously in the middle of doing stuff, so the dressing table is the one place that's not looking that aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to get rid of this canvas as well, and we've got the shelves, which I do think like the marble again ties back in. These were so cheap, these were from B&M, and I just think they really add something. I've got my little baby boy up there, the one photo that I will never ever ever put away. And I got my little cacti as well up there, which just, again, gives it that sort of more showroom feel. Another thing is I love fresh flowers. I think fresh flowers make such a difference to a room. Again, give it that luxury boudoir sort of feel, which is what I go for. And also I've got my other Buddha here. I love Buddhas. Bit controversial, but I find them very calming and relaxing. So, yep. We got the bedside table here, which again, I've got my sore neck, so I've got my stuff out of it on it. I've got my one water container, which I keep here and just refill in the bathroom for my water when I sleep. My, what's it called? My remote control usually goes in there. And like I said, this is my camera battery charging, but hopefully that will all be over there. So the top drawer is all of my skincare, a couple of chocolates from my advent calendar that I didn't eat, glasses, hand cream, all my daily skincare, night skincare, and my sleeping eye masks. Next one down is my Mario Badescu facial sprays, my pillow mists, and my body spray for night, all my medication, my iPad, some spare hair ties, medication should be in there, all my glasses, and just some nail files and cuticle oils and stuff that I use at night. Next one down is my eyelashes. So these actually needed a deeper drawer, so I swapped these over. They have plenty of room now, and again, I like that there's room that I can add more. I also have my Dettol all-in-one because I use that for my bed now and again, nail varnish remover, and my Awesome, and my teeth whitening kit. So all stuff that I kind of need access to, but don't use on the daily. This is just a arts and crafts drawer, some scrapbooking stuff, my book that I'm reading, all in there ready to access. And the bottom drawer is the electricals. I think we all need an electrical drawer. We just do. So guys, that was everything. Oh, and the back of your door. Always get hooks on the back of your door. Don't care what anybody says. Makes the huge world of difference. So I've just got my one dressing gown, a little thin dressing gown, and my Christmas stocking from Victoria's Secret. I love this. So yes, that is everything I have done and changed and organized in my room. It's a bit of a weird video because it's not a tutorial. It's just kind of a do it with me vlog style, you know, so I hope you have enjoyed it. It's a little bit different. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you all in my next video. Stay beautiful. Ciao.